Hello Capricorn, and welcome to Looking Glass Letterbox. This is your Ides of March yearly overview for the new zodiac year that's about to kick off with Aries. I decided to do an Ides of March yearly overview instead of a January overview at the turn of the current calendar because the Ides of March was the beginning of the ancient Roman calendar, the lunar calendar, when the calendar began with March and was only 10 months long. And I wasn't prepared to begin in January. So I decided to apply the Ides of March to my overview this year. And my layout is inspired by the Fool's Journey layout. Last year in May, I was feeling very sort of disconnected and lost and disenchanted and uninterested in life in general. And I needed something to awaken my curiosity and to re-engage that spark of interest I had in participating in anything to generate some sort of hope and positive outlook for the future. I was not in a happy space. But I discovered the Fool's Journey spread, and I just grabbed a regular deck of playing cards to do the layout. And almost a year later, and I've reviewed them, and I'm looking back on the reading. It's so interesting, and it's so fascinating and fun and engaging to consider what I thought the combination of cards drawn for each one could possibly indicate or portend to the future. And then also now looking back on how I recognize them and how they resonate for me now currently when it's almost a year later. Okay, so that is what this reading is based on. And I have chosen a few of the major arcana cards to address in this general overview for the channel. And this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross-watch the overviews for the other plant placements in your chart to get a more nuanced and complex version of what may be happening for you this year. It's so fun and so interesting, and it'll be a curious thing to keep an eye on, you know, as you progress throughout the next year, the next tour through the zodiac. All right, so we're going to ask the Fool what new adventures are available for Capricorn this year. And we're going to ask the Lovers what is happening for Capricorn in the area of their commitments and connections and relationships this year. And we are asking the Chariot what will be moving forward for Capricorn this year. Again, the Chariot, it requires your involvement, is an active card. So it's not a behind the scenes energy. This one requires your participation. So what will you be investing your energy in to move forward? We're asking the Wheel of Fortune, what does the space between hold for Capricorn this year? What does divine timing and destiny have in store for Capricorn in 2019? The Hanged Man, we're asking what is Capricorn's greatest invention this year? What will it be? Again, the Hanged Man is about suspension and consideration and gathering information from new perspective and applying that to old information. And the Star, we're asking, what does hope hold for Capricorn? What is working on behalf of Capricorn behind the scenes this year? And also, finally, we're asking Judgment, what will be Capricorn's wake-up call this year? What will be the aha moment for Capricorn in 2019 going into 2020? All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords influencing this reading. All right, so this is intellectual mastery and confidence and authority. It is fair and analytical. So the application of perspective and perception and knowledge and the intellectual understanding you have of your life and your circumstance are on point. You are very adept and capable and confident in that arena this year, Capricorn. All right. So for the Fool, the avenue, the adventure opening up for Capricorn is related to stability and celebration and harmony. This is the marriage card. But it also is the point of celebration after your initial efforts. So after the point of conceptualizing and planning and bringing into initial fruition the first stages of moving something from the imaginary into the actual. That point of taking time to acknowledge how far you've come so far and celebrating that moment, you know, in the stability of your active and passionate endeavor. Beautiful. Okay, and in your relationships this year, in your commitments, we have belonging and connection. This can be romantic. It can be connection and commitment and unity of purpose and duality of self as well. Commitment to taking care of yourself and investing in what is important to you, especially emotionally important to you. Also, this could be connection to a purpose, to something that is authentically aligned with your ambition and your purpose in the world. All right. So connection, duality, and your choice to participate in the reciprocation of this relationship. Again, it's a Two of Cups. So it is belonging and duality and union, but you have to choose to be a part of it. If it shows up and you neglect to engage within the relationship, it's not going to hang around and you're not going to belong to it. It's being made available to you to participate with. All right, so you still have to apply your intuition and your intention and your activity. You still have to actively engage and choose to be a part of it or choose to reject it. It's up to you. All right, so but you're going to have the choice. The option's going to be available to you. And what you are moving forward, what you are driving forward this year is related to the King of Wands. Fantastic. So this is charismatic and creative, has authority and influence and significance and mastery. This is making something happen in a big way. All right, this is engaging and attracts attention. It's magnetic and inspires allegiance and participation. So that is fantastic, Capricorn. Excellent. Okay, and for the Wheel of Fortune, time and destiny and divine timing, intellectual decision, communication, the choice of your decision and your duality, grounded in intuition, but this is a choice based on blind faith. So divine timing and destiny is going to help you with a decision that you are blocked on, a blocked vision, but it's going to require a choice that you're going to have to trust a little bit of blind faith, and destiny and divine timing is going to be working in your favor when that arises. Okay, so with the Hanged Man, what will be Capricorn's greatest invention is the Seven of Wands, standing your ground, standing firm, not budging, being in an intrepid spirit and standing tall and burning bright and not swaying your purpose to someone else's whim. This is independent action and independent proclamation of purpose and intent, you know, and your faith in that. It's a 7 again, so it's grounded in faith in that's in a circumstance of resistance or tension. All right, so you have to apply your faith. You have to apply your command and direct this energy in the direction that you want it to go. And what you're not going to do is give up ground. You're not going to budge from your path. You're not going to move from your path or your purpose. Gorgeous, beautiful. And it's from a new understanding, from a new perspective of what it means to stand your ground, how to do that. And you don't have to do it, you can do it boldly and significantly, but you can also do that with grace and humility. You know, it doesn't have to be a defiant act of sort of stubborn and volatile sort of circumstance. It can be graceful and genuine and delicate You know, it's standing your ground with integrity. Okay? And the star, what hope holds for Capricorn this year is the Three of Cups is working behind the scenes in your favor. So bliss, harmony, companionship, friendship, bounty, and the celebration of that. The celebration of those little things that support you along the way. You know, that glass of wine at sunset with your best friends, giggling over something silly. That kind of support, that kind of presence in your life. All right, that is what is working behind the scenes in your favor. That's where your hope lies. And then with Judgment, what will be your wake-up call? What will be your aha moment? Lies with the Six of Wands. Victory following adversity, following conflict or challenge. So moving through that adversity, applying what you know, gaining the experience to navigate your way to the other side, and emerging victorious and intent on moving forward, not stopping, acknowledging the win, embracing the achievement, and continuing on with the intention of progress and further growth. And reciprocation. Beautiful. Excellent. All right, so now I'm going to draw for you, Capricorn, 3 good luck charms to carry with you throughout the year when you need a little something extra. That little skew of insight, that little sparkle of inspiration, that little something extra outside the box to incite delight and revelry, that sort of thing. You know, just something to keep to apply when you need that little bit extra. Okay, and also Capricorn, I am opening up my calendar for personal video readings like this one, but specific to you. If you are interested in those and booking time for a personal reading, contact me at looking.glass.letterbox@gmail.com and I will send you more information on how that works. Also, if you want to subscribe for notifications and of new content that's going to be posted on the channel. I have the St. Patrick's Day Good Fortune readings coming up for the 17th and the full moon reading on the 20th for the vernal equinox. It's the worm moon in Libra for the full moon coming up on the 20th. Okay, so we have your first good luck charm to carry with you throughout this year is Tarantula. Beautiful, fire energy, glorious, glorious card. I know a lot of people find tarantulas to be a little bit unnerving, but they are, it's an indication of being at a crossroad and claiming your life's purpose. So when this tarantula is in balance, it follows intuition. When it's out of balance, it hesitates and over-intellectualizes. So it gets too much in their head. To bring it into balance, daily journaling. So stop running the thought on repeat, round and round and round inside, and get it out down on paper to release it so that you can move forward and develop forward. Okay, and develop and expand instead of staying on the same old loop. Okay, the tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. Again, you have that here with the Two of Swords. A decision must be made. Okay, and it involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream. Yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula is patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely, and it's there to support you. Okay, and it's there to remind you that yes, you do know what needs to be done, and yes, you will do it. You will do it because you know it's the right thing for you. Okay? So the second good luck charm here is the stingray, forming a spine, a core of strength for a new development, a new level of existing, a leveling up into something brand new. Okay. So the stingray is developing confidence, sense of self, or spine. When it's in balance, it's eager and wants to grow. When it's out of balance, it blames others and quit. To bring it into balance, move through the discomfort. Don't ignore it. Don't push it away from you. Move through it. It's like a point of adversity that it must be dealt with so that you can grow from it and develop further. Avoiding it is not going to be helpful. So this card represents a pivotal point of personal growth. The moment has come when the stingray must decide between the old, easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. Pressure and resistance from outside of yourself make the decision more complicated and more difficult, but no matter what choice is made, it is inevitable change that is going to occur. You have to deal with it on some level again and again and again. So preparing to be an active participant in the change and prepare for it is going to serve your best interests and your most efficient path forward. All right, and then your third charm is the hyena, fire energy. It is humor and sarcasm and where'd it go? Humor, wit, and sarcasm. When this is in balance, it's charming and witty and fun to be around. When it's out of balance, it's scrappy, petty, and suspicious. To bring it into balance, sobriety. So this is jokester energy, crowd pleaser energy, but below the surface of that, underneath the sarcasm and humor, are unfulfilled dreams that are waiting to be realized. So when this card comes up, it's time to reflect on your reliance on your humor to express your truth. Are you using jokes to hide old resentments in relationships or to mask things that you feel uncomfortable discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? All right, what would happen if you started considering the things that you're interested in and the things that you want to do and that you are personally resonant with? What if you started taking them seriously and not shrugging them off as something silly or something ridiculous because for some reason, for whatever reason, you're embarrassed by your interest in those things? That is such a curious aspect of a human personality, is embarrassment over the things that you find intellectually engaging and interesting. It's a strange thing, but it's not an uncommon thing. It's very common. It's probably more common than we think it is. But we hide our interest in those things and our ambitions related to those things. We hide them behind humor and lightheartedness and wit to sort of buffer ridicule that we expect to be on the receiving end of for some reason. So what if you stopped doing that and actually invested and actively pursued those things that you feel vulnerable about engaging with? You know, what would happen if you plan to do that? You're at a point of crossroads. You're at a point of leveling up, at a pivot point in your development and your experience of life. And you can choose to be actively engaged in this change and direct it into the direction that you would like it to go. See, with this momentum, with the Chariot, you have the King of Wands here. You can be the product of your own creation. You can engage with this and become resplendent and powerful and charismatic and magnetic in whatever it is that you're masking with humor that you would really like to engage within, your personal dream that you want to fulfill. You actively can engage and do that this year. Okay? You're coming from a place of power. You got the King of Wands and the King of Swords here. So you're a little powerhouse at the moment, sweet pea. All right, so please share in the comments what it is that you hope to achieve this year. What is the dream that you want to invest in that maybe you felt shy of admitting to, or maybe you felt that's a point of vulnerability, or for some reason you felt a little bit shameful about? That's the thing that you want to invest your effort into becoming more proficient at or more involved in. All right, so please, share those things, what you plan to embark upon this year. I would love to hear about it, Capricorn. All right, that is all that I have for you. Remember, subscribe and ring the bell for notification of new content posted on the channel, and contact me at the email address. I've listed it in the description if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me and getting further information on that. Have a good one, Capricorn. See you on St. Patrick's Day. Bye.